So this is what's going on here. I will explain that. It's a bucket. All we need, another bottle with a cap, with wire like that, pliers, soldering iron. You don't need a soldering iron, but it can help, and a hot glue gun. So this is basically a bottle top screwed into the bucket with hot glue all around it to prevent leaks. Hot glue all around it, and what really prevents the leaks is this under here. So where the screw came out, I put hot glue all over that and let it dry, and we should be good. So as you saw at the beginning of the video, how it's supposed to be is this should be down here, and water fills it up, and here comes out of this. So I've seen some other videos where there are a lot of tubes connected. There are about 3 or 2 different bottles, a lot of tubes, a lot of hot glue, a lot of places where mistakes can be made. So I tried that way, didn't really work. So I came up with this. It's very simple, and it will last just as long as the other pumps without batteries, without electricity, with just a bottle. Yeah, they last just as long. So here we go. How it works is I bored some holes in this. You can see them, small pin holes. So it's important to use a pin. Oops, left the pin out. You need a pin. A hot pin would be best, so you can heat it up with a lighter or a match or whatever you can heat it up with, and it will go through the plastic like butter. So I put about 4 here, 3 there, 4 there, 4 there, 3 here. So do it in accordance like to what you want to. So the concept is this: when the cork is sealed, water won't get in, so it's safe to put this fully in the water. When the water is is filled, when this is filled, you can put this, submerge it under the water, and no water will come into the bottle until you're ready for it to come into the bottle. And when water comes into the bottle, that's when air is forced out through the holes. So you put it down, and what you do is you bore a couple holes in this. So a couple holes here or there, wherever you want to bore the holes, with the soldering iron or with whatever you have, and you get this, and you put it. So you can do this with one hand. You put it through where the holes. There's one. This is a part of the hassle, finding the hole, especially when you have fish in here. But I mean, it has its pros and its cons. So found the hole here. It's a bit dark. Wrap it up. You don't have to twist it on, just bend it over best as you can, like that. And when you fill it up, it will automatically center itself, because it's buoyant, and it won't come off. So you don't necessarily have to, like, if you have a tank, you can just glue the cork to the bottom of the tank, or if you have something heavy enough, like a nice piece of steel that's dense but small enough, where it won't look ugly, you can just put the wire around the bottle and then put it around whatever you have, and that should work just as well, whatever y'all have available. So that's so simple. That's the concept, right? So when you fill this up now, what you do is open the cork. Got it. So it's getting dark over here now. Take it out. So what you do, so you just unscrew this, and so airtight or watertight, and the more you unscrew it, the more water that can come in or seep in. So it's the theory of osmosis. Water molecules move from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. So when the bottle is in the water, outside of the bottle has a high concentration, come on Errol, of water molecules, and inside has a very low concentration, and water will move from outside the bottle inside the bottle. When there is a medium, it's through a semi-permeable membrane. So the partially open cork is a semi-permeable membrane, something that the water can move through. That's all that is. And the more you open it, the more water that comes through, and the more water that comes through is the more air that will be pushed out. So you can open it just a little bit if you want, just maybe a few bubbles a second. I can open it more, halfway or fully, for like 1,000,000 bubbles per second. It's just up to what you want and how many fish you have and how much water you have in this thing to keep it all aerated properly. And that's basically it. Just wanted to show you all that because it's much simpler than what I see others are doing, and it's easier to set up, and it works just as well. The only hassle is having to take the wire out of this and unscrew the bottle, throw the water out because it's eventually going to get filled with water. Tighten it back, put it back in the water, find the hole so it can be anchored to the bottom, and then open the cork again to your preference and just let it rip again. So I have tried this out in the field and it did work. So it's proved, it's tried, it's proven. Right, I'm out.